Good morning. Look at the booba. Look at you, cutie.
Oh, saying that with us.
It's so nice out here. What do you think, Sophia?
It's very nice.
Indeed. Did Dad say like what time we're gonna
An hour,
play?
and it was 1:13. What time is
It's
it now?
like 2:30.
We can play catch. I need a break from my book.
Yeah, I'm reading.
How is yours staying
Paper
upright with your
towns.
legs out? Mine just does not
Because
work.
it's physics, it's balancing.
Mine
me.
just does not work.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm big chillin'.
I'm just chilling.
I can't even see you. Oh, we got the prime lemonade going on here. We're in full relaxation mode as of current.
Dang, I really just was getting all sorts of comfy up in this bed. Special guest.
You want to write it on the right
Let's
side. So not
see.
right there. You want to write everything along the right column.
That's the worst one.
What?
Airline pilot.
Oh, because they make the most money.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
yes, they do.
I think.
Hello. I have the Daily Stoic passage for you guys. But it was interesting because I was reading this passage and me and my family were literally watching Gladiator earlier, and then Marcus Aurelius is in the beginning of the movie, not the actual person, but like character. And so I was just like, oh yeah, that be him. And just, anyways, it was interesting to like have that, and they even quoted him a couple times, and it was interesting to just like, with that in mind. Don't let your soul go first. It's a disgrace in this life when the soul surrenders first while the body refuses to. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 6.29. Despite his privileges, Marcus Aurelius had a difficult life. The Roman historian Cassius Dio mused that Marcus did not meet with the good fortune that he deserved, for he was not strong in body and was involved in a multitude of troubles throughout practically his entire reign. At one point, he was so sick that a rumor spread that he had died, and matters were made worse when his most trusted general used it as an opportunity to declare himself the new emperor. But throughout these struggles, the years at war, the crippling illnesses, his troubled son, he never gave up. It's an inspiring example for us to think about today if we get tired, frustrated, or have to deal with some crisis. Here was a guy who had every reason to be angry and bitter, who could have abandoned his principles and lived in luxury or ease, who could have put his responsibilities aside and focused on his own health. But he never did. His soul stayed strong even after his body became weak. He didn't give up, right up to the second until his body finally did, when he died near Vienna in 180 AD. So obviously we are not all in the same position that Marcus Aurelius was in, but we all have our own like hard challenges that we have to face in our everyday lives, or that come at us out of nowhere. But basically, I think what the passage is trying to say is, if Marcus can do it, we can do it too. It's a hard thing when the body starts to give up before the mind is ready, and I've witnessed people in my own personal life like get diagnosed with chronic diseases, and it has hindered them from being able to live their life to the fullest ability that they had beforehand. And it is a great toll on the mental, and it is empowering to me to see those people continue to push forward, the ones who have decided to push forward and make the best out of the situations that they've been dealt. Overall, I think just live your life to the fullest, no matter what situation you're in, physically, mentally. Like, that's not gonna look the same to everybody, and that's okay. That just comes back to don't compare yourself to others, and everyone's journey looks different, and you have to remind yourself that, like, people have different interests. Like, it makes a lot of sense that we're not all doing the same things, and that there's not like a blueprint of like what to do, because we're all different, we all think differently, we all have different interests. Like, you could break down everything and say that everyone has a different opinion on it, because that is the case. And so as far as living your life to the fullest, like, that's gonna look different from like things I'm doing to things you're doing. They're not gonna be the same necessarily, just because like we're not the same person. And there are like healthy, like, physical and mental habits that everyone should be taking part in, but not everyone's interested in that. Going into the field that I want to go into with like physical therapy and dealing with people who are active and inactive, like, some people just don't want to move their body, and like that's something that's hard for me to understand. And like, I don't necessarily, like, I mean, if you've been watching my vlogs, like, I don't be working out on the regular, okay? Like, when I'm really locked into like working out consistently, yes, it does make me feel better, but it's hard for me to get into that once I fall out of it. And since I've been falling out of it and my mental has just not been great, it's hard for me to get myself back into it. But you know what? I'm working on it. And I am not going to be like, 2025, I'm going to start working out January 1st, blah, blah, blah. No, because that's not realistic. Like, I'm going to get back to it when I get back to it consistently. That's a whole other thing. Yeah, live your life to the fullest, but don't compare yourself to other people who are also trying to live their life to the fullest, because it's okay if we're not all doing the same thing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.